Lux fidelis inter omnes.
In today's gospel, we find Jesus in the context of the Last Supper, a time in which Jesus established his most sacrament, and certainly that brought a lot of joy to his heart. He was looking forward to this moment. He was looking forward to instituting the sacrament of his body and blood, because in that way, even though he was about to leave his disciples and leave this world, he knew that he was going to stay with us all the way until the end of time. So this time of the Last Supper is a time of great and profound joy for Jesus Christ. At the same time, in the midst of this Last Supper, we see that Judas betrays his master. At a moment, Jesus' heart gets troubled, and he says that one of those disciples is going to betray him. St. John leans towards Jesus' chest and asks him who that disciple is, and Jesus says that it's going to be the one to whom he's going to give that morsel that is dipped. And so he gives it to Judas, and in that moment, Judas leaves the upper room. Jesus tells him to go and to do what he's supposed to do. The disciples thought that he was going to go and buy something for the feast of Passover, or he was going to give some money to the poor, but the reality is that he was going to get together with the Pharisees and those guards to go and get Jesus and betray him. So it is in this context of the Holy Week that we are celebrating that we can think about the heart of Jesus Christ. On the one hand, the joy that he experiences as he celebrates the Last Supper, but also the sadness that he experiences as he's being betrayed by one of his friends, of his disciples, of his apostles. It's a good time to think about the heart of Jesus and accompany him in his joys, but also in his sorrows, to be there with him. And also to think that when we go through joys, we can invite Jesus to be part of our lives. When we go through sorrows, we can also invite Jesus to accompany us. And last but not least, we can also ask Jesus the grace to be faithful friends, that we may have the grace to stay with Jesus, to be loyal to him in the face of temptation, that what happened to Judas may not happen to us, that the Lord may strengthen us with his grace to be loyal, to be faithful, to be steadfast friends of our Lord and Master. Thank you for being with us today, and may God bless you and keep you.